going to go to the moon in Roblox. This is called Space Sailors within Roblox, so I'm just going to get a spacesuit. There we go. Takes a second to get a spacesuit. I'm playing a solo lobby because public lobbies are just too damn crowded. And sometimes when I'm in a public lobby, somebody else gets in the pilot seat first, and I have no control over where we go. And when that happens, I don't know why anyone would prefer to go to the space station rather than the moon. So we're going to the moon.
Silent X minus 10, 9, 8.
One time I was playing, didn't understand the concept of
4. I ended up in the ISS. I was like, wait a minute, how do I get to the moon? So I'm floating around the ISS for a good 20 minutes before I realized I can't go to the moon from the ISS. Or if there is a way to go to the moon from the ISS, I couldn't find the right module to go into. So some jagoff who was flying a rocket went to the ISS. Why would you go to the ISS rather than the moon? I don't know. So, yeah, again, we're going to the moon. Screw the ISS. slowing down a little bit. So we're going to the moon, not the ISS, because that's boring. You notice I have the option to fast forward to orbit, but I just, of course I'm not going to wait 3 days to go to the moon. I am going to fast forward that part, but I'm enjoying this. Let's go back to view, because the author's gone. Vehicle rather. You kind of see my character through the window, wearing an orange suit, right there. Through the hatch window right there. It looks glitchy because there are so many layers. There's the outer layer of the capsule that is silver. There's the inner layer that is white. There's a lot of textures and layers going on here. That's why it looks so glitchy. Glitchy textures, they're just a little too much. So we're getting close to the velocity for nominal orbit. Probably wondering, why aren't you just playing KSP? Could play KSP, but you gotta really know shit to play KSP. It's not automatic like this game is. You know how long it took me to figure out how to put a craft into orbit around the Earth? It just, oh, jeez. Gotta make course correction, like 2 course corrections in order to get into a perfect orbit. I do not have a degree in orbital mechanics like Buzz Aldrin did, so yeah, not playing KSP. This will be my 3rd trip to the moon in this Roblox map, by the way, again called Space Sailors, which I believe a couple of years ago got an award for one of the best maps in Roblox. Okay, rendezvous with ISS. No, thank you. That's boring. Let's go to the moon. That's interesting. Yes, I'm sure. I don't want to be boring. NASA's planning on it, but I just really hope it happens. The last 50 years or so of spaceflight has been pretty boring. Just the whole space shuttle program. It was the high altitude airplane that serviced satellites. How did we go from pioneering and going to the moon to that? I know the government cut their budget and they couldn't do much, but holy shit. I know we never would have gone to the moon in the 60s if it hadn't been for
It was a matter of national security. That's why we went in the first place. We never would have spent billions upon billions of dollars just for the sake of going there. Anyone who thinks that it didn't happen, that it was a hoax, I have done my research and I know that it actually did. Alright, we are going to fast forward to the moon. I just want to enjoy this a little bit. But then again, I don't want you to suffer, the viewer, the 5 people that are going to watch this, so let's fast forward to the moon. In hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too, Alright, this is not the ISS, this is the gateway. Alright, a little wonky when you're inside something like this. Alright, I need to go this way. Yes, and I need to go this way. Yes, I would like to land on the moon. Here we go. Pretty cool. So you got, on the right side is the ascent stage and the left side is the descent stage. Very similar to the Apollo lunar module. Similar concept. But the descent stage, for whatever reason, has 2 engines rather than 1. I think that just complicates things, but whatever. Oh, come on.